So this might or might not surprise you, but Chase just bumped up their annual fee for the Sapphire Reserve card to $7.95. I even had to pull up on my bank in person because I wanted to get as much information on these changes because they did switch up some of the benefits. So I'm about to break everything down for you in this video. Also, if you're new to my channel or like videos like this, let's make a bet. If you get any value out of this video, please consider subscribing because I make a ton of videos like this. All right, so let's get straight into it. So on top of Chase already increasing their annual fee from $550 to now $7.95. They also increased the fee to add an authorized user too, because previously it was only $75, but now to add an extra user, they bumped it all the way up to $195. Which is crazy. As far as earning points goes, you now basically get 8x points on all travel bookings made through the Chase travel portal. So for example, that means flights, hotels, rental cars, cruises, and tours. Dining is still staying the same so you're gonna get 3x the points worldwide whenever you eat out, but honestly, you can get the same with other Chase credit cards. So honestly, this is something that's not that exclusive just to this card. However, one big thing that did change is you would previously get 3x the points on all travel purchases like Ubers, taxis, trains, buses, or even parking, which is now no longer the same. Because if you do these same purchases now, you're only gonna get 1x the points versus 3x the points you would have gotten before. So if you did use that category a lot, I'm not gonna lie, that's a big downgrade. So that's just me being all the way honest. All right, now let's talk about travel benefits real quick. So now there's a new $500 hotel credit you can take advantage of, which is basically split into two separate $250 credits. The way they explained it to me is that one of those $250 credits is from January to June, and then the other $250 credit is from July to December. But also the thing is, to be able to get this credit, you do have to book through the Chase Edit collection, which is basically a list of different luxury hotels that you can choose from. So remember, that means that this credit will only apply to these specific hotels in their Edit collection list. Also, what I will say is that these hotels are usually more on the expensive side, and you do have to book a 2-night minimum stay to be able to get this credit as well. So just keep that in mind when you're looking to book a hotel, and definitely weigh your options if you're traveling and trying to save some money. Another thing that was brought up to me is you'll now get IHG One Rewards Platinum Elite status. So this basically gets you some benefits like early check-ins, late checkout, and possible room upgrades or welcome perks at IHG hotels you stay at. So with this, it does at least allow you to have access to a wider range of hotel options while still getting some decent benefits. Then you'll also still get what's called Reserve Travel Designers, which is also basically like their concierge service where they help you plan your trips and make it more easier for you and your experience more hands-off. Chase also mentioned is worth about $300 per trip. So this is something that I would probably recommend to look into, especially if you already have this Chase Sapphire Reserve card or you already booked through the travel portal already. You'll also still get access to the Sapphire Lounge for you and 2 guests with full priority pass access. So obviously that's something that's still staying the same. And along with all the travel protections as always, like trip delay, baggage delay, rental car insurance, and no foreign transaction fees, which are all not changing and still standing in place. Now let's talk about the lifestyle perks and other credits real quick. So Chase now gives you a $300 dining credit, which is split into 2 separate $150 credits. One for the first half of the year and one for the second half of the year. The thing is though, you can only get this dining credit at a list of specific restaurants from the Chase Sapphire Reserve exclusive tables. However, it's still something that's there if you're into fancy restaurants like that. I just know for me personally, I'm not really into all that, so I would literally get zero benefit from this. Next is the $300 StubHub credit, which is also split into 2 separate $150 credits. This one, I'm not gonna lie, I actually like, because if you're into sports or already going to a few live events each year or concerts, then this will definitely come in clutch and save you some money. Because if you've seen how these ticket pricing works, then you know that they try to charge you a bunch of different hidden fees nowadays, and this can really come in clutch to offset all those hidden fees they try to hit you with. Another benefit that was mentioned is you'll now get Apple TV and Apple Music for free, which is also worth about $250 total, along with some other credits like DoorDash, Lyft, and Peloton, which I've never used before, but you know, some people might use it. However, with these benefits, you do have to activate them through your Chase app. So just make sure to not miss that, especially if you already use these services. Now let's talk about the main thing real quick, and it's gonna be the annual fee. So I'm gonna be all the way honest with you guys. That price increase from $550 to now $795 is crazy. And this will for sure shy people away from looking to apply for this credit card, because at the end of the day, they're gonna see that price point they gotta pay every single year, and it just simply doesn't make sense for them. And that's 100% okay, because honestly, this card won't be a good fit for a lot of different people. But for some people, when you stack up all these perks, they will find it a good fit for their lifestyle, but they would obviously have to be using the card the right way. So if you actually use the $300 travel credit and the $500 hotel credit, you're already getting about $800 in total value just off that alone. That basically covers the annual fee right there. Everything else, like the lounge access, dining perks, lifestyle perks, and all the extra stuff, that's gonna be like the cherry on top basically. But it really just depends on how you spend. If these perks don't fit your lifestyle, then this card, I would 100% not recommend it for you because it just simply won't be worth it. And that's just me being all the way honest. So in my final opinion, I definitely would not recommend this credit card for the everyday person, especially if you're just getting into credit cards. I would not recommend this for you. Also, there's a bunch of different other good alternatives right now, especially nowadays, and these are gonna be a much better fit that I would more than likely recommend versus this Chase Sapphire Reserve card. So let me know what you guys think. Are you rocking with this Chase Sapphire Reserve changes, or are you looking to get other credit cards and other options? Drop a comment below and let me know what you guys think. Also, if this video helped you at all and provided you any value, make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.